Hello, I don't know if this is working. Let me check real quick. Uh-oh. Having some technical difficulties. Stand by. I think that it's working. Can we get some people in the chat? Okay, I think that it's working right now. Somehow it's working. I'm not sure how. But okay, great. I'm glad that we're all here. Amazing. I'm just going to jump right back in. So last week on Making Decisions, we created this, and it was so cute and fun. Let me grab, whoops, sorry, off to a little bit of a rough start. Okay, so we created this animation of Cancer crab, super cute. And we're going to be continuing that today. Well, not this exact animation, but we're going to be making some more zodiac sign illustrations. I also want to note that I am a little bit sick, so I am just getting over a cold and I'm sorry. But let's jump into Adobe Illustrator. I'd love to know where you guys are all tuning in from. Hope you're staying warm and safe wherever you are. And yeah, okay, so I have these two illustrations here of, oh wait, somebody's here. Oh, somebody's in the chat as me. That's great. Okay, so we have Aries and Capricorn. And I'm more drawn to the Capricorn, but if you guys are more drawn to Aries, that's cool, whatever. Cody's here. Hello, Cody. Thanks for modding. I'd love to know which one you guys prefer. Maybe we'll have time for both. I don't think that we will because we're going to do some animations as well. But let's get into it. I'm going to attempt to do both. We'll start off with Capricorn though. And we'll go with the paint bucket tool, and we're going to do similar to what we had here where I used clipping masks and draw inside with a grain texture to give it this effect. And I don't know if you remember last week I was having some difficulty with the paint bucket tool, but I figured it out this week. So no problem. We're going to just drop everything right in. And I already set up my swatches over here, so now I can just like click through to everything and no issues. Hopefully no issues, you know, we'll see what happens. I'll grab this red and we'll grab this white again and zoom in. Oops. Awesome. Oops. Uh-oh. Awesome. So I like the paint bucket tool for a few reasons, but the main one is that it literally feels like I'm just like doing a coloring book, which is so much fun. But it does get a little bit weird when I'm working on something like this, where these lines aren't strokes. And then if I accidentally hit the black, then that becomes that color, which is not what I want, but you know, it's okay. Not a big deal. There's always ways to work around it. Oh, Jamie's screaming for Aries. Okay, well, we'll get to Aries today. I have a feeling that we'll just have the time because we're kind of breezing through this right now. We're breezing through. And I'm kind of making up the color palette for this also. I mean, keeping the color palette, but I meant according to the signs. Because I just think that this is fun and I want to keep it playful. And it's not a little mermaid, it's a little Capricorn mermaid, but you know, why not, right? Tuning in from Ottawa. How's the weather over there? You know, asking about the weather is so boring, but kind of it's all we have. It's all we've got, you know? Great. And we'll do for here. Maybe like, and I think I want to do the nails blue because my nails are always blue and I'm just kind of modeling this after myself. I'm not a Capricorn. I'm a Scorpio, which wasn't even on the list of things to do. Great. And, oh, you know what? Let's use this green instead. I like that. Yeah, this is so much shorter amount of time than last time when I was kind of rushing through everything, but really it was taking so much longer. Okay, I actually think this should all be one color, and then we can use the gradient tools to switch it up. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so let's color in the Aries then. That took what, 5 minutes? Okay, amazing. Hey, Jacob's here. Hello. And Jamie says, it's sunny here. I'm feeling my serotonin on blast. Yeah, it is very sunny in New York, which is warming it up. And when I say warm, I mean it's like, I don't know, probably like 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Oops. You don't want that. You want the red nose, pink tongue. And I guess the Aries and the Capricorn are very similar. That's fine. They're friends. And then once I'm finished, like, fully illustrating them, I want to bring them into Adobe Express to animate them. You've been on the stream for the last few streams that we created these little clowns. I've been bringing them into Express and having a really good time animating them, and it's just fun, you know? If animation's not something that you kind of know how to do on the fly, which I certainly do not, then it's a great tool to have. This and the light pink here. Oh, and I forgot the ear. Oh, let's zoom in. Okay, interesting question for you guys. If your favorite sign isn't your own sign, then what is your favorite sign? And I guess the answer could be your favorite sign is your own sign, but let me know if your favorite sign is not. And you know what? I don't think I have a favorite sign. I don't really know much about astrology. I said this on the last stream, other than people are like, oh, you need to apologize when I tell them that I am a Scorpio. So whatever that means, right? This is a little lighter, but I'll keep it in. And I'm going to make this like orange and red. And I love the color combo of the orange and red with the purple. I think that's so cool. My own sign, Leo. Yeah, that makes sense. Most people's favorite sign is their own sign, because why wouldn't it be, right? Red clown shoes, classic. And we'll do here, here, here. So the flames will all be red, and then everything else will be orange. That's a pretty sick outfit, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Clown-wise, looks amazing. Click, click, click. It's so easy. And this works, obviously, if you're using, if you have a drawing with just like with strokes, you know what I mean? But super easy even if not. Let's make this thingy blue for no reason other than I feel like it, and we'll make the flames red, and maybe I'll do a gradient of red and orange as well, because like this is cute and all, but we could definitely do better. Okay, so we have these. And I'm going to just move everything over to this side now. And I don't want to forget, whoops, what is this? Oh, right. this a little bigger. I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to, we'll start off, actually, let's click in here. Let's see what these layers look like. I think I want to make sure, let's do select, same. Oh, I can't do this outside of that. That's kind of annoying. I want to basically take everything that's on the black outline layer and make sure it's up front, but I don't know if that's possible. Overturf Design Studio. Hey, bestie. Hi, Steven. Just watched your video. Oh, my YouTube video. Yes, thank you. I put out a new YouTube video on OnlyFans. Okay. Well, I'm not able to do it the way that I wanted because it's like super, super grouped together, but that's okay. Not a problem. I'm going to click into the color that I want with the direct selection tool. So clicking that and then, oh, I still can't do that? Uh-oh. Hold on. We're going to have to find a way out of this. Hold on. Let's do ungroup. Does that work? Uh-oh. This might not go the way that I want it to. And if that's the case, well, that's fine. We're just going to have to figure it out one way or another. Okay. I think I'm not going to be able to do clipping masks, but I am going to be able to use gradients. So, Bree Bass and Pixels is here. Base. Why did I say Bass? Base and Pixels is here. Hello, Bree. I feel like it's been a while. Although we chat on Instagram a little bit. Okay. So I'm not able to get this into a clipping mask because I use the paint bucket tool, and that reminded me why I haven't used that paint bucket tool in a while. But that's okay because I'm going to let me think for a second. How do I let me troubleshoot this? I know now that I'm not going to be able to have this grain unless I do like an overlay of everything individually, and I don't want to do that. That's going to take up a lot of time. What I'm going to do is trying to figure this out. Okay, let's just start with gradients. Let's just start with gradients. How about that? And we'll go from there. Oops. Do this and here. Okay, great. And this is so slight, so I might even want to make this one darker. No. Do this. You know what? No, I don't like that. Let's go back to where it was. Backspace. There we go. Cool. Same thing here, but not the same, obviously. And yeah, it's doing this. Man, I wish I would have remembered that that was the case before I started working on it. But that's all right. That's all right. We'll figure it out together, everyone. And let's change the gradient. Go this way. And then we got to get those lines and change them back to black. It's like hard to find. It's literally, it's like fishing. Okay, got them. Great. And I think I want to leave this, like, I don't know, maybe we'll just change it all to a different color. Maybe we just use a completely different color scheme. Way too long, right? It's okay. What's important is that we're hanging out now. Okay. You know what? I'm not thrilled with how the paint bucket tool has kind of done me dirty here. You know what I mean? It still looks good. It's still really cute. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bree. That's really hard. Our dogs are, you know, they're our family. That's really rough. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you love, your family, and your doggy. I'm really sorry to hear that. Okay. I have known what I wanted to do with this for a while, where kind of all of them are going down in gradient, so it's gonna give it, I don't know if it's doing exactly this right now, but it will do it when I'm finished with it, it'll be done. It'll be ready. Okay, so I basically want all of these individual pieces to be gradiented from dark to light, bottom to top. So it obviously is a flat vector, but it's gonna kind of give it the vibe of having more dimension. Okay. I don't know if I like that. Yeah. And then I think similarly to, if you remember last week, I kind of just copied and pasted things. Again, I don't know if this is going to work with the paint bucket of it all, but we're going to try it. Where I'm going to just copy this and we're going to click in. Let's delete these and see if it works. Delete. Oh no. Okay, well that did not work. See. All right. Well, that's fine. We'll just figure this out together. Oh, and we want to get rid of that stroke. Okay. Oops. Something that I really struggled with when I was first learning Illustrator is I didn't realize that like this color, this swatch had to be forward in order for me to like not be able to work on this. And I would like try to change the color over and over and over and I just couldn't because it wasn't selected properly. And like obviously now I look back and I'm like, oh, that's so silly. But at the time it was the most frustrating thing that I had dealt with in the software, which is just so funny. Oh, you're doing a memorial with the ashes today. Oh, do you want to talk about your dog? Here, we can all memorialize your pup together for a moment. Um, I know how important our animals are to us. Obviously, like I have two dogs too. And it's hard. They're our life, our love. Okay, we're almost done with the horns here. Cool. So this was kind of what I wanted to do throughout, and it almost looks like an American style whatever tattoo vibe. And I think maybe that's because it's like a lighter flesh color, perhaps. Not sure. But I still think it's cool. And I'm wondering if I can just like since I want to try something. Select this and I'm gonna go to let's go to Pathfinder. See, this is what it's not letting me pathfind, and that is my issue. Okay, let's try expand. Okay, that works. Great. So I wonder if, okay, I don't want to ruin anything. So we did that. Let's do object, expand. And now I'm sure that I could do, yes. Okay, now we can do the thing that I wanted to do originally. Okay, so because of that, we might not get to the to animate both of these today, but I am glad that we got to color in both of them. I will say next week, we're not gonna do, unless you guys are really enjoying it, but I feel like we should move on to like a new subject, a new topic, and I'd love for you guys to kind of help me figure out what you want to see me create and like what I can teach you and what I can help you with. So if you want to drop something in the comments that you're like, oh, I've been wanting to learn X, Y, and Z, like that'd be cool. I'm more than happy to make that happen. Oh, we're missing a few here. Okay. Inside. Hit V. Okay. Yeah. See, this is exactly what I wanted. This is what I wanted to do earlier. I just didn't know I had to hit expand. Excuse me. Excuse me for not knowing. I'm just a girl. I can't know everything. Oops. Ooh. Okay. Well, we'll leave that. All right. We'll draw in here. Oh, it's looking great. And I'm wondering, okay, so I have both of these, oops, both of these pom-poms selected. I'm gonna group them together. I'm gonna do object, compound path, make. And then now I could just go like this, which is great because now they both exist as like a single shape. Whoops. So I don't have to like, I keep losing that. I don't have to, what is the word? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm getting over this cold and it's really like messing with my brain a little bit. It's not COVID. It's just me being sick and tired. I don't have to do these individually. That's the word I was looking for. And that's what I'm going to do up here as well. Bree says, we got him when he was 3 and he would have been 13 next month. He had an amazing life. Unlike most dogs, he was a Lhasa Apso mix named Charlie, but he was nicknamed El Blanco Diablo. Okay, you know what? I think that we should do a little typepiece that says El Blanco Diablo. Oh, I love dogs. And I don't want to cry, but I'm very emotional. Bree, I'm really so sorry for your loss. That's really rough. I'm gonna group these together. And now I feel weird. I'm like going from like, oh my god, I'm sad, I'm crying, to like, okay, let's group these together, but like I am sad. I'm sad. Okay, I'm actually having trouble with that. There's just so many oh no. There's just so many like layers in here. But I think what I want to do, let's just copy this because I decided now that I want to do the El Blanco Diablo thing. So let's bring this into Express, Adobe Express. Let me grab it. Okay. Let's go back and we'll do a new one. New and Instagram portrait posts. I'm gonna paste it in there. Great. And I think this is gonna be easy animation wise because the dynamic illustrations, like I do the you can like pin where the illustration goes. So like say I'm pinning it up top, then the rest of it just gets and pin percentage. Okay, so bring that down. Okay, maybe I don't like that. Maybe that's not, but the bounce one is really fun. I really like this. So let's distance. You know what? I think that's it. Like, this might just be it. That's so fun. Oh, me too. That's why I've been MIA. That's totally understandable. Oh, oh, okay. Well, I don't like that with the distance, but I do like how squishy this gets. Like, that's actually very funny. That's so cool. Like, I would never be able to have, oh, oh, oh no. That's funny. I just want to play around with these for a second before we kind of before we get into anything else. Oh, that's fun. Okay, wait, hold on. We don't want the squish to be too crazy. Distance. Can we? That's cute. It's like kind of floating around. I like it. Okay, let's get back to Illustrator. Let's get back to Illustrator. Here we are. What a beautiful artboard. Lots of stuff going on. How are we on time? Oh, we've got time. We have got time. All right. I want to take a break from making the little illustrations, and we're just gonna do a little tribute to Charlie. Just a little tribute to Charlie. I don't know dog breeds well, so I'm not gonna attempt to draw a dog breed, but maybe we can do a little. We could make Charlie like a little logo. I think that could be sweet. I'm gonna just write his name out quick. Charlie. And you know what? Shout out to Charlie for having me work in type again, because I haven't worked with type in quite a while, you know? Let's look for, I definitely have like a Diablo devilish type font. I do like this. Oops. Let's try a few more. Amador's one that I've used like a million times, and I wouldn't mind using it a million and one times. But if we can find something different, why not? That's cool. That's even cooler. Let's see. There is this one, you know, I wish that I can just wait. I think there is a way that I can like just describe the font that I want. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but like you go to libraries now and you can just like see the fonts in your libraries, which is great. I didn't set these up as you could see, but yeah, it's cool that you could do that. And I'm probably going to do that later today. Let's see. Okay, I like this font a lot. And then there's another one. Oh, I forgot what it's called. It was a monotype font, and I had used it. I would think that it's maybe in maybe a display or decorative. Is decorative and display the same thing? Bree, do you want to tell us more about Charlie? Oh, he looked like a fluffy bison poodle. He got me drawing and type doing lettering again. Oh, the fluffy boy. Okay. I can't find the font. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. L. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Diablo Blanco. Okay. I mean, I don't feel like I even really need to do much to this Charlie logo because that looks pretty sick. Although, this might be too much to... No. That has to go back to the way it was. Thank you so much for this. No, you know what? I'm happy to, honestly. Like I said, I have dogs. I get it. I really do. Okay, let's go through this. Let's use the appearance panel. Oops, okay, whoops, I just got rid of that by accident. There we go. And I am going to add color. So let's go fill. I guess let's go with reds, right? That makes the most sense. Go with color here, and I want to hit distort and transform. There's not much that I want to do to this because it's already kind of, it has a lot of character to it. But I love a warp, you know? I love a warp. Oh, not that. Not like that. Charlie. And then here, I also want to do a warp, but kind of in the other direction. Yeah, similar to that. Maybe this goes a little smaller. He's a registered emotional support animal and clutch. We thought he was definitely mute. Didn't make a sound until we had him, and then he started yapping. We stuck him on an airplane. Oh. Sweet baby. Sweet baby Charlie. Okay. I am going to type create outlines and then object expand appearance. And I want to add like little horns that look like dog ears. Listen, I don't know what his dog ears looked like. I'm sure they were very cute. I'm going to do my best to make just like cutie dog ears that are also devilish. Maybe they don't need to be as ragged. Oops. Delete some points. And then we can cute. And now I'm going to select this and use the shape builder tool to just fill these in. And I know they don't look filled in, but I promise they are. Now that's a shape. And maybe this can be a little bit smaller. Oh, wait, let's get rid of that. Click into, whoa, what's going on there? Click into the shape and make that a little smaller. Great. And now I want to transform, reflect. Cool. So, I mean, kind of look like devil's ears. Sort of. And now I'll do like a little tail. And oops. Let's bump this up quite a bit. And now we'll go to smooth and yeah, just smooth that out until it looks right. And I want to, well, first let's bring this tail in a little more. I want it to kind of like sit behind, even though like the shapes aren't all there. We'll bring that to be smaller, and then that bigger, and then this smaller, whoops, smaller here. And listen, I know that this isn't like a perfect logo for Charlie, but this is the fastest and best that I can do. But I hope that it brings you a little bit of comfort. Oops, I don't know what that is. Okay. Let's make this here. And whoa, why did that happen? Oh, that's weird. Midpoint. Okay, got it. We're gonna do object, path, outline, stroke, and now I'm just gonna like erase over here and get rid of that top part. What the heck? But I got rid of that part. And now we have like that like sharp, what is it called? The thing that a devil has? Not a torch. I don't know what it's called. Oh, excuse me for not being the devil, for not being the Diablo herself. Okay. And we'll make this thicker. Together, object, expand appearance, and then I'm going to group that. He's in my profile pic with me. I think this is amazing and making our day so special. I'm glad. I'm glad because it's, you know, it's hard to lose a loved one. It really is. Go to Pathfinder. And we're gonna do object, path, offset path, and then Bree, DM me on Instagram. I'll send this to you if it's something that you want to print out. I know that it's like, you know, it's not the most incredible thing that I've ever created, but you know, you might, if you want it, I'll send it to you. Yeah, let's do like 100. No, let's do 60. Round. Okay. Select all these together. And oh my gosh, there are so many points in there. I'm really gonna have to simplify that. If you're ever working on something and then it seemingly is going slow, like your program is going slow for no reason, it's probably because of the amount of points that you have. So we're gonna go to simplify. Yeah, okay, great. Send that all the way back. Now Charlie has his own like logo sticker. Group, and so that was super quick, but that was also kind of cool. I could see this being for like a fun fast food joint also, by the way, Brie. I don't know if Charlie likes burgers, but I can see him running a burger joint up in doggy heaven. We have 20 minutes left, which is crazy because we did so much already. I'm gonna work on getting some texture into this dude, right? So what did I do before? Expanded everything. Great. Want to see, did I attempt to bring the black forward this time? Select, same, fill color. Oh, interesting. Why is the fill color different here? Well, hang tight. Let's zoom in and figure it out together. Select, same, fill color, group, and then we'll do arrange, bring to front. Okay, I know that it doesn't seem like a big difference to you guys, but I'm able to tell the difference on like how the lines are. I don't know how to explain it. Like they seem underneath. I don't know. He was more than a dog. He was a person, a smart, wise one. I'll message you on it. Oh, sweet baby. I believe you. I really do. And most dogs are better than people, you know? I love my doggies. Okay, let's get into texturizing. Oops, where is? Let's start texturizing this by adding a gradient first. I might like go off the rails with the color palette on this. I don't know. I'm like getting annoyed by staying in the same. That's my problem. I can't seem to stay in the same color palette all the time, which honestly is great without I have this swatch here because it's kind of forcing me to do that, even though I don't want to. Like, you're not going anywhere. No thanks, sweetie. Here, and I'm just switching off the gradient from orange to yellow, so there's like at least a little bit of variety. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. Oh, let's zoom in. Selecting is black. Okay. And nope, that's not what I wanted. Great. I know that I mentioned it before, but is there anything that you guys would be interested in seeing me work on next week, perhaps? Let me know. Oops. And it doesn't have to be Illustrator. It could also be Photoshop. We have not done Project Neo in quite a while, and I wouldn't mind going back in there. If you don't know what Project Neo is, it is Adobe's 3D, free 3D online software program. And I've really enjoyed playing around with it. It's been really, really cool. So I don't know if you want to do that. Actually, you know what? If Idara, could we get a poll that says either Neo 3D or Illustrator? Because I would love to do it, you know, but I kind of want to give the people what they want. And we'll keep this as the same color, but I want to darken it a bit. Here we go. Working on it. Thank you. You're the best. And let's do like a much lighter orange. Not much lighter, just a slightly lighter orange. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, Neo's a lot of fun. And like, I am actually not newer to 3D illustration, but I took a very, very long break. And so I felt super rusty. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get this because it took me forever to learn other programs. And I got it pretty quickly. So that was cool. That was like a fun time. And it's been a really long time since I've been in Neo. I'd love to get back into it. Okay, I want to add, are we on time? Okay, we got like 15 minutes. Oh, the people are loving Illustrator. That's fine. Listen, I also love Illustrator, obviously. I don't know. Okay. The people that are voting in the chat, if you're voting for Illustrator, and please write down in the chat if you want to see more illustration or if you want to see more typography or a mix. Illustration, typography, or a mix. I think a mix is a little bit harder, but I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind it. Kind of like what we did today, like just like a quick venture into the type. A quick venture into type while we were doing some other stuff. Not a big deal. select all of these. I think maybe like this could be a little lighter. Typography, Bella Vista Studios. Hello. Thanks for you know, voicing your opinion, because a lot of people just don't, and then I end up doing just whatever I want, which is, you know, great for me, but I want to be able to provide you guys with the stuff that you want to learn. Oops, just moved everything over, huh? Okay, I do feel like this horn is like a little bit too dark for what I imagined. So I'm going to group it. And now that they're all selected, I'm going to go to, like, what's the color? Oh, here, this little thingy up on top, recolor artwork. And I'm just going to toggle that to make it a little lighter and a little bit more yellow. Yeah, that feels better to me. Cute. Cool. I'm wondering too, and I didn't do this on the last one. Okay, Nikki Leal. Whoa. Okay, I don't know. I just had a brain fart there. Nikki Leal says a mix. Okay. So right now it's leaning more towards type, because we have middle of the road and we have type and we have none for illustration, which is okay. What I want to try to do here is similar to this, like create like one shape and then do a clipping mask of just this texture and then put it over. I don't know if it's going to work out the way that I wanted it to, but like this is all about experimenting and finding out like what works, what doesn't, and all of that. Let's do, where's my Pathfinder tool? I'm constantly losing it. Okay, we're gonna bring that all together. Great. And I'm gonna just like fill in any of the little random shapes over here that are still, okay, that's fine. So now it's like one shape. And bring this here. And I think what could be interesting about this, let's select all of this and bring it down. So it's giving all this, it's giving texture. It's giving all the texture, but I'm going to shut off pointillize for a second. These gradients over here, I can do a freeform gradient. And that will give me a lot of other options. And I'm so curious to see how this would work. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, okay. Whoa. Like right now the opacity is there. So it's changing, the opacity is still on overlay, so it's changing the way that the colors look. Like those are the colors without it, and these are the colors with it. It's slight, but you could see, especially in the horns, how it's changing. Let's flip this actually, that might be cool. And now I wonder if I turn the pointillize back on, that kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it does something cool. No? Anyway, that's what I think. And I guess what I could do is change it to this, change this to that. Oh, but you know what? I don't like how the pointillize looks without a clipping mask. That's the problem. Okay, so we're gonna bring this here. And I'm just gonna fit it up kind of like perfectly. I'm sorry I covered my face. I was getting really distracted. The texture reminds me of glitter. Yeah, it does. Me too. And make sure that this is behind. I'm gonna do arrange, send to back. We'll do make clipping mask. Oh, wait, what happened? Hold on. Stand by. Object, compound path, make. Okay, this should be fine. Oh no. Make clipping mask? Oh no, it's not doing the way that, okay, okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, folks. We'll figure this out. We're gonna edit this gradient. We're gonna bring this here. We'll bring the black, whoa, here. And then I wanna add some more red. Some more blue here. I'm really just doing this like on a whim. Just trying to figure out something cool. And then I'm going to add the pixelate, what is it? Pointillise, I think? Yeah. Great. And then I guess this could just sit up right on top. And now it has that texture. And you know what? I kind of like, I know this is on the gray background, but I kind of like this offset. I don't like that the grainy of it is like kind of icky, but oh no. Not the grainy, the like the stroke. But what I could do too, let's center these up. And then let's get rid of the pointillise, get rid of the fill, and we'll just put in like a regular color fill. And oh no, oh my gosh, I didn't want that. The opacity should go to normal, and we're gonna make this on arrange, bring to front. Oh, we only have 2 minutes left. Ah, you learned a lot in minutes. I'm so glad. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. That makes me actually thrilled. That's great. We're gonna make a clipping mask, and now that weird grainy outline isn't there anymore. Okay, I'm so glad. I don't like how this looks though. The colors are like way too close to each other. But let's just recap real quick. We did the Capricorn, we did Charlie El Diablo Blanco logo for Bree's Sweet Pup that passed this week. And we created the Aries. And last week we did the Cancer. I think this is really cool. It looks like Illustrator again. And I'm going to ask you guys next week in the stream what you want to do, but it does seem like people are leaning towards moving to typography, which is great. I love type. No problem with that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to Adobe Live's YouTube channel. And thanks for making decisions. You guys helped me a lot today, actually. Usually I have to pull teeth, but you guys helped me a lot. Okay, cool. I will see you next time, and this was fun. Let's hang out more. Right? Yeah? Okay, bye.